Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to present the general love life, the X-files for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course, hello crosswatchers. You are always welcomed. So, we have the 4 rows here. The first row, the way that your ex feels about the relationship that you had. Second row, the way that it feels things about you, possible reconciliation. Third row, and a message for you in the fourth row. Also on the lower part, I have the decks that jumped from the deck as doing the shuffling, and I take these as information about really happened, what really happened, some details about the relationships. And it's heartbreak, three-party situation, betrayal, lies, fights. Oh, okay, it's ugly. Whatever caused this ending, it's ugly, and it was somebody feeling left out, somebody being taken out of the picture, or somebody taking themselves out from the picture because they felt that they no longer had a place with the person in the relationship. So we have 10 of wands, 10 of swords, burdening, betrayal, 3 of swords, heartbreak, most likely a three-party situation. We have the knights of wands. This is a very unbalanced kind of an energy. It was not stable. Something was not, or somebody was not stable. It was how to say, coming and going, and coming passionately and leaving unexpectedly, and same with the communication, coming in strong and then indifference, and somebody, probably you, just had enough of this, had enough of this chaos, of these unstable messages, unstable nothing. It was a total mess, total chaos, total uncertainty. And the person that left the relationship, they left most likely due to the fact that they figured out some secrets, they figured out some things, and then after using their intuition, after listening to their heart, after looking deep within themselves, they were no longer able to find their place into this situation. They no longer felt that they belonged in there. It was just too much to handle for somebody, the person that left. It was just too much to handle, and regardless of how much emotional involvement and love was in there, what came with that, with the relationship, was absolutely insane. Insane and painful. And I believe that everybody had to suffer due to this situation, and I'm very, very sorry. I'm very sorry to see that, but it's like only love can cause this kind of pain. Only love can cause this kind of chaos. And although it is being said that in love and in war everything is allowed, some limits were crossed in here. Some limits of that everything is allowed. Some limits were crossed. That everything became so unbearable for the people involved. So let's get into more details. Looking at the cards from the first row, I feel that there were two options. I'll tell you why. There were two options. We have the Empress and we have the Queen of Wands. So somebody in this relationship had two options. One that felt motherly and caring and loving and giving and nurturing and birthing, and one that was very, very attractive, very fiery, very ardent and passionate, enthusiastic, somebody that can really make you lose your mind. And it looks like marriage was involved, or potential marriage was involved. Probably some of the people involved in this trio or in this situation were pregnant, or their wives, or something that should have made that person feel complete. Like the Empress alone should have made this person feel complete and feel fulfilled, but they didn't. Probably it was some sort of a boring relationship, or it was too steady, it was nothing challenging. So then this person arrived into the picture, which brought the challenge, brought the fire, brought the passion. And after some time of hanging, it looks like your ex decided, the passionate one, the uninvolved, the challenging, the fiery, the person that came in and burned their world and turned their world upside down, and they felt absolutely disarmed by this thing. So I feel like there are two groups of exes for Aquarius. Either you are this and they chose the other person that came in like a storm. Either you are this and they chose to stay into the marriage because they didn't take you seriously. So you'll see in whichever category you because this choice is between, like, look, the Hanged Man is between the world and the passion. So I feel that for some of you, they chose the marriage, they chose the stable, the fulfilling kind of thing. And for some, they chose the Page of Wands, the passion, the ardent thing. So you'll have to see what it applies for you. Keep in mind that this is general. So it might not apply to all of you. What do they think about you? Well, they feel that you are very versatile, that you are adaptable in all kinds of situations, that you are joyful. Probably you are younger than your ex, or you are more youthful, more playful, more, I don't know. They believe that you are not too serious to take. That you are some sort of a juggler that has not experienced enough and lived enough in order to be stable. That you are a person that lives on wavy waters. Also, they believe I'll take these two together because they are actually all the three of these. They are major arcanas. Here they are. So we have the Moon, the Hierophant, and your card, Aquarius, the Star. So they believe that you're mysterious, but probably also they believe that you are shady, that you are secretive, that you are holding back, that you are not showing all of you, that you are manipulative in order to reach your goal. your emotional goal. Like, it's not a very good opinion that they have on you. They kind of believe that you are willing to say and to do whatever is necessary in order for you to reach stability and marriage and yeah, they don't believe that you are to be trusted, and yet they believe that they see you as you really are. They believe that they have figured you out, that they have seen all your colors, that they have seen your nakedness, your mental and emotional nakedness. And they believe that you are not that you are not a good person to be in a relationship. They believe that you are very strong on your own, that you are very you are very confident, you are very self-aware, you are very self-controlled, you are very diplomatic, you have a very good lifestyle. Probably they believe that you are searching for abundance in this, that you have been searching for abundance in this relationship. So in case you were the passion that entered into their lives, they believe that you were not very stable. And that is why they chose the long-term and sort of boring kind of a relationship. And if you are the long-term partner, then they believe that you were manipulating the relationship in order to obtain your goals. So either way you're taking it, your ex does not have too high a very good opinion on you. And it looks like, your ex is just like pointing fingers, and it's very childish. I feel that this is very, very immature to just, because your ex was involved in this as well. So why put all the blame and all the responsibility on you? Why to do that? Why to do that? I don't get it. But some people just react very childish and immature when it comes to pain and when it comes to loss. So, what do they think about a possible reconciliation? Well, now this is weird. I must say that this is weird. We have three aces. The ace of cups, the ace of wands, and the ace of swords. And after the first two aces, we have the emperor. So I feel that, I think that your ex still has feelings for you, but that a reconciliation would be totally conditioned on their needs, on their emotional needs, on their needs of adventure and of risk and of thinking. Like it feels like your ex feels like the emperor, because this card is in the middle, feels like the emperor, and the emperor feels entitled to leadership, to structure, to order, to giving orders, never taking orders, to just have that power. But it's a given power, not an earned power. So probably he did not, or your ex did not feel too, I don't know, too good in the relationship, because they did not feel very important. They did not feel very needed. They did not feel that some people, let me tell you, some people really need to be needed and need to be confirmed. Their status needs to be confirmed, their value needs to be confirmed, their importance, their how great they are, how brilliant they are, how you cannot eat and breathe and sleep and exist without them, how they are the most important thing in your life. And since even your ex considers you very strong, very well on your own, and very strong and very independent, most likely you are like, you know what, if you want to be here, fine. If you don't want to be here, fine. I'm not going to bullshit you. And if probably somebody else did manipulate them and told them whatever they needed to hear, and then hop, there they go. So it's just too. I feel a lot of egocentric kind of an energy here. If you give me the love that I want and that I need, if you give me the passion and the enthusiasm and the courage that I need, if you make me feel the most important person in the world and that without me you're going to collapse, if you give me a very good thinking and reasoning, and if you solve the problems and take decisions and obey me, then we might function. I feel some sort of egocentric energy here, and this tells me that your ex was a bit frustrated by you, by your strength, by your freedom, by your, like, you're like, okay, you love me, fine. You don't love me, fine. Like, I'm not gonna die without you. And your ex is like, what? You're not gonna die without me? How dare you? How dare you? So it comes from a frustration that came from the relationship because they were not confirmed the way that they wanted to be confirmed. And then the message for you. Well, here your ex is trying to be nice. I'm not saying your ex is not nice. I'm just saying that when it comes to you, their reactions are childish, immature and childish. So the message for you: unshackle yourself, free yourself from what? So this is how important they believe, like you would die without them. They would like to believe that, and they believe that you are shackled, they believe that you cannot move on, and they are telling you kindly, it's okay, move on. I give you the right to move on. I give you the right to go back to your comfort zone. I give you, I am entitling you to, like, I love you, so I set you free. But it feels fake. This feels fake, a bit fake. So the energy to unshackle yourself, to go back in your comfort zone where you feel warm, where you feel comfortable, where you feel good. Look inside yourself, search for answers within yourself, and then become aware of all of your surroundings. Only after you look, so he's kind of blaming you for this. After you look within and you figure out your flaws and your vulnerabilities, and of course all the good and the bad, then you'll understand, you'll become aware of all the elements that took to this relationship's end, and then you are going to be able to turn your back to the past and look into the future. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with: Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Aries. This is you, but probably a fellow Aquarius as well. Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus. Also some fire sign here. Also some fire sign, probably Leo. Probably Leo. A proud Leo. Yeah, probably. Okay, dearies, this is what I have for you. I'm saying that is, of course, when I'm doing these X readings, I'm not blaming anybody. And of course, I'm not saying you're better than the other one or it's your fault, it's you to blame. No, of course not. So there are no good and bad people. There are no in these stories. There's no good and bad people. It's just the way people perceive a relationship, the way people perceive themselves inside the relationship, and the way people perceive themselves outside the relationship. So, of course, since we all enter into a relationship with our baggage from our past and with our own perceptions and our own principles and opinions and definitions, and there is no good and bad. It's just working and not working, functioning and not functioning, accepting, tolerating, and willing to fight alongside somebody or not. There's no good and bad, not pointing fingers, not, but your ex or in the relationship with you, they could not find their importance and their place alongside you because you are too strong and you are too. This is who I am. Take me or leave me. I'm not gonna take this bullshit anymore. Kind of. Yeah. Or your ex was like this. It totally depends. You know, the card, there are two sides of a coin and two sides of a sword. And, you know, it can go both ways. All right, dearies, this is what I have for you. Until next time. Bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye.